Hi Sagittarius, I'm in the middle of pulling your final cards for your reading for your May 2022 weekly reading. And so I have already pulled your oracle card sitting right here. In this row is your present position. This is your strength position. I only pulled one card for the challenge, and then right here I'm just at the end of pulling your outcome. Can I have a couple more cards for the outcome? What will help Sagittarius? What will inspire them, motivate them, and give them direction, Spirit? Okay. All right, Sagittarius. You're in a bit of a quandary, it feels like. I can't reach these cards. Just one more for the outcome. Spirit, thank you. Okay. All right, Spirit, do you want to bring it forward? What's going on with Sagittarius? Please. In the present position, for those of you that have never seen me before, what this means is what's going on presently in your energy. Now, in order to validate this reading, the present position needs to make sense. But because I am a psychic and a medium, what ends up happening is that often what will happen is you may have to watch this reading sometime after, meaning if this is a May reading and you're looking at this in the 3rd week of May, you may have to watch this reading like in the 1st week of June if the present position doesn't make sense, because sometimes things need to play themselves out, then the present position makes sense and the rest of the reading makes sense. Okay, so what we have in your present position is the 8 of Cups in the upright. We have the 10 of Coins in the upright. We have the King of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Knight of Coins in the reverse. Spirit, bring it forward. And the overall energy sitting here is the 4 of Wands right here. So this is the overall energy of the reading. Now, this is a general reading. And it looks like, even though it's a general reading, it feels like it has to do with the heart. So change the situation up as needed in a general reading, but the energy that I'm getting is the heart. Spirit, what's going on with the 8 of Cups in the upright, the 10 of Coins in the upright, the King of Wands in the reverse, and the Knight of Coins in the reverse position? Sagittarius, you're leaving behind the past. You're leaving behind old situations, old environments, old history, old. You're leaving it all behind. You're walking away from it. It feels like it's the beginning of a new start for you. Here in the 10 of Coins, it looks like you want to build something new. It looks like you have inspiration and motivation to look forward to the future. Here in the King of Wands, you know, we feel this passionate energy that has not really ignited yet. So there is, it's brewing underneath is what I feel. But we do have the Knight. So this is a King of Wands and this is the Knight of Coins in the reverse. And so even though for those of you in a love situation, it doesn't feel like things are igniting within you right now. It feels as if you want them to, but it really feels as if you're in your mind quite a bit about the situation. So whether that be somebody in your life, somebody new, or thinking about a situation, it just or a new situation, it does really feel like you're not feeling something right now, but it's right below the surface. In the Spirit is bringing me to your oracle cards here, making a choice, flying, heal the ouch, and listening. And so what we have here is this kind of, you know, in this reading for this week, it really looks like you're making a choice about what brings balance into your life. It looks like you're looking into your future. It looks like there's somebody around you that makes you look at things very, very differently. And you want kind of be careful what you wish for, Sagittarius, because you want things to be different in your life, and you want a different outcome, and you want things to, you want a new happiness, a new experience, and new adventure. And so here we have flying, and for some of you that's literal, right? So flying could mean flying, right? Taking trips and planning for the future and planning vacations and things like that. But what it really feels like, it's within your heart, in your soul, that you want to bring in some new energy. Like, I feel like you want to break out of the patterns that you're in. Healing the ouch. There is somebody here that is healing your heart, Sagittarius. There is somebody here that that is very tender with you, that they care about you a lot, and they love you a lot. Now, if you don't know who this is and you don't have anybody in your life yet, I do feel like there is somebody really very different from you. And this could apply to those of you that have someone in your life already. Sorry about the light there. I don't know why the light is coming out so badly, but forgive me for the quality of the picture there. But what we have here is somebody that's very, very different from you, either in your life. This is a new this feels like a new beginning. Whatever this is feels like a new beginning. And so there's somebody here that is so different from you, and they're helping you to heal the pain from whatever you have gone through. They're so different from you. It's like opposites attract. They like you. I can't get away from this card. I'm really sorry. It's really a sweet energy that's coming out of this card. What it is it's a little raccoon with a little fox, and the little fox has an ice bag over his head, and the little raccoon has a little nurse's hat on their head, and they're like, where the fox would never ever sit still for a raccoon, they're sitting still and allowing the raccoon to heal them, allowing the raccoon to take care of them. So, and it just feels like an opposite energy of you. Feels like a different type of personality, a different type of life experience. Yet, there is a common denominator of being drawn and attracted to each other, and somehow being kind of two peas in the pod. Like you're in the same boat. And what I mean by that is you're alone. And so by virtue of the situation, you are attracted to each other. This is I'm getting it, and I can't explain it. I apologize, Sagittarius. As the reading goes on, maybe Spirit will explain that to me. Here in listening, it looks like you're listening. I'm really sorry about the light here. I wish you could see that better. But the listening here has to do with this feeling of, like you're intrigued by this situation. You're intrigued by somebody new in your life. You're intrigued by a new relationship. Or if it be a job, person, situation, or thing, but something is making you stop, stand still, and listen. And so that feels like an inward harmony that's happening within you. So there's a lot of beautiful healing energy around you. Here in the strength position, we have the Tower, which indicates everything changing in your life. Sagittarius, everything is changing, and you are creating the change. You are mastering this change. Even though you are very habitual in nature in some respects, Sagittarius, you like what you like, and you have your routine, and that's it. But in many ways, that's not what you desire for yourself internally. It's almost like a behavior that you have, but in your mind, that is not what I see. In your mind, what I see is a landscape of adventure. And so I see you kind of bringing down areas in your life where, you know, just basically do not belong there anymore. Spirit is drawing me to the Ten of Swords over here. So past situations that have brought you pain and suffering, and just feeling, the Spirit made me feel say the word neglected. So very vulnerable, neglected, attacked, isolated, and just feeling horrible about yourself. So there's a situation here, and again, it is in the past, and the strength is that you're in a transition period, Sagittarius, where you're leaving it behind. And I feel like this new person, place, situation, or thing is what's helping you to do that. And normally you're not open to that because you do things on your own time. You're like a donkey. You do things whenever you want to do it and not a moment sooner. And so I don't mean that as an insult, Sagittarius. Most of the people in my life are Sagittarius. My best friends, the closest people to me, are Sagittarians. But anyway, there's this energy around here of being very, very stubborn and not moving until you're ready to move. So the fact that you're opening up your mind, your heart, your soul to allow this kind of very opposite energy to come in and allow that healing to kind of drip, 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 drip through and get into your soul is very remarkable, because that's not your personality to do that. And so we have you in the strength position, leaving behind anguish and turmoil. And you know what's beautiful about this is you're opening up communication. So 8 of Wands, I feel like here you're communicating because you're seeking balance, you're seeking a new adventure, you're seeking the unknown. And in doing that, you are breaking down the past. You're breaking down the chains that bound you, so you can, Spirit is making me bring in the 4 of Wands now. Spirit is making me feel here that you're doing that so you can build a new future. I feel very, you know, it's very strange because when I started the reading, it felt like an energy that was apprehensive, that you weren't bought in. But as I'm going in the reading, it really feels like you're really bought in more than what seems on the surface. And so whatever this person, situation, place, or thing is, whether that be your future or you just branching out on your own. But I do feel like for many of you, this has to do with a person. I do feel here that you want to build a life with somebody. And because you have been so alone for so long, even though there are some of you that have been with people, but you didn't feel really connected. And so what's interesting, Spirit brings me back. Okay, Spirit, stop jumping around here. Here we have the heal the touch again, and Spirit is bringing me back to this very opposing energy of yours, that you are allowing this new beginning because it's the person that's so opposite from you that shows you a different situation, place, person, or thing, life than what you're used to. This is you're allowing healing to come in. You're allowing a new vibration, a new energy, a new friendship, a new something to come in and seep into your heart, Sagittarius. That's so sweet. In the challenge, we have the 8 of Swords. So, you know, it's not without its challenges here. Again, sorry about the light, but here in the 8 of Swords is the self-imposed prison, and the challenge is that you're jumping back and forth in your mind to the fact that fearful of letting go, fearful of being vulnerable, fearful of opening up your heart to someone and allowing them, because you know, you put on a good act, Sagittarius. You have a tough exterior where you know, it's like you know, you're tough, you're strong, you don't let your emotions show, but really what you're hiding inside is how really vulnerable and emotional you are, how sensitive you are, and how much you do deeply love. And it's just that, but that you feel in other past situations it's been used against you, or somehow there's been like somebody, you feel very attacked by somebody, or they use the things that they know about you and they render you vulnerable by using it as a weapon against you instead of just accepting you for who you are. And I feel like because this person is so different from you, I feel like and so different, Spirit just made me feel so different than everybody else that you've ever been with, that this person just, it draws you in. They draw you in because they're not that kind of person. So, and Spirit just said the word friendship here. So for a lot of you, I think this starts off as a friendship. And in the outcome, we have you leaving behind that hurt and pain, and the Six of Swords here. You leave it behind. You know, it's not, it's there, it's present, it's in your energy, but it's not controlling you anymore. You're finding your way out of it, and it's a beautiful thing. In the Five of Wands, in the outcome, you know, the fear is there, the fear of letting go of your guard and putting your guard down to allow this beautiful energy to come in. It's difficult for you, and it's not sitting in the challenge energy, it's sitting in the outcome energy. So the Spirit also makes me feel here that it's important that you begin to communicate and lay on the line at the very beginning. If this is a beginning of something new, everything, put all your cards on the table is what Spirit is making me feel. All the things that have other people have maybe held against you. I feel like a conversation is needed, a very powerful conversation with your person or this situation or whatever it is. It needs to take place so you can understand for yourself how to communicate to them that that's a no-go, right? If they use things against you, then the situation ends, the relationship ends. And also how it's affected you in the past, right? With people using things against you. And so there's also a level of rage and anger that's in your spirit that I feel like you suppress. Also, Spirit makes me feel here that there could be something during the week that makes you pretty angry and agitated. So, and you're going to, but communicate it. Don't hold it in. I mean, communicate it to the person that's coming up in this reading. Here in the Three of Swords and the Lovers, again, you know, I felt this first came out actually in the reverse, the Lovers, and Spirit asked me to put it in the upright. And what came out next, interestingly enough, is the Three of Swords. And so there's a lot of insecurity in whatever this is that's new. There's some type of betrayal, there's some type of heartache that's blurring the lines here of allowing yourself to fully go into this new situation and capture what it is that you want. There is a feeling of betrayal. There is a feeling of this person will walk away from you, will cause hurt and pain. But there's no time like the present. Nobody can predict another person's behavior. You just have to, if you want the experience, and you have to engage it. And you just have to know that, you know, avoiding life is not a way of living life. You know, very rarely does love come into our life, and very rarely does this type of acceptance come into our life where somebody is willing to take us for who we are, what we are, and warts and all, right? So in the outcome energy, it does show here, you know, this hidden energy of you feeling like this person may betray you in some way or cheat on you if you're in a love situation, or that they are going to reject you in some way. And so it's very, and you're actually thinking, Spirit just showed me right here, you're thinking of, you know, I'm better off just, you know, not putting myself through that. And let me just go find somebody that if they do that to me, it's not going to hurt because I really don't care about them. Don't do that, Sagittarius. That's just BS. I mean, how many times are you going to live your life with people that you really don't care about? That's an empty existence, and that is not a passionate exchange. And you know, here in the Four of Wands, you know, again, Spirit is drawing me back to the fact that ultimately you deserve a life that is stable, strong, that you can be, that can be built with somebody else. The past is in the past. This person or these people that did this to you or did this with you or didn't accept you, or where the relationship fell apart and it caused you so much insecurity, it's done, it's over. There is a new chapter in your life now. And again, Spirit just draws me back again, saying the same thing over and over again, that this person is extremely opposite to you. So there's a curiosity there. They show me opposition here too in making the choice. So here in making the choice, Spirit shows me that it's that you have a choice. It looks like, Spirit, if this is a love situation or a work situation or a job situation, you have choices, but the one that you're drawn to is the one that is going to be different than you've ever experienced in your life before. So Sagittarius, this is a good week for you. It may feel quite like anxiety ridden at certain moments of the week, because you're pushing and pulling through this energy of trying to stop the flow of passion that you feel for this person. So you're trying to you're trying to stay in your head about this person and not feel anything for this person and just kind of observe, but they're kind of they're kind of getting through to you, Sagittarius. They're getting through to you, and they're opening up your heart, they're opening up your mind. There is friendship here, and it is a beautiful thing. Communication needs to happen. It really does. Communication is a challenge here for you, but it shows here that if you communicate with your person, open up to your person will be more understanding than you think. Sagittarius, I hope this reading helped, and check out your next reading next week. Hit the subscribe, like, hit the bell button, help the channel to remain on YouTube by doing that, and I appreciate you looking at the reading. Talk to you soon.